Welcome back. Each day this week, we're taking the time to remember each of the servicemen killed on July 16th.
Today, we remember Lance Corporal Squire K. Wells, also known as Skip. He was 21 years old at the time of the attack last year. He was a native of Georgia and joined the Marine Corps on February 10th, 2014, and was following in his footsteps of other members of his family with military backgrounds. Wells was on active duty as part of the Mike Battery, 3rd Battalion, 14th Marine Regiment in Tennessee, and served as a field artillery cannoneer in that area.
He graduated from Sprayberry High School in Marietta and enrolled at Georgia Southern University, where he planned to study history, but left before receiving his degree in order to enlist. Friends say Corporal Wells was upbeat and patriotic, and that he was active at Georgia Southern University's Humans vs. Zombies group, which is a tag-like game played with socks and dart blasters. His friends remember him so fondly. Wells played with his high school marching band as well. He was also in the ROTC before joining the Marines.
He was an only child and a devoted son and grandson who always looked for opportunities to help others.
And while we remember those lives lost throughout this week, we also remember our unsung community heroes who stepped up and inspired and helped others the day after.
And we're here with Patriot Guard Rider George Burgan. He was one of the motorcyclists who led the way during the local funeral processions for many of the servicemen. Good morning to you, George.
Good morning.
If you would just start by telling us, just reflect back on last year, where you were, what were you doing when you heard about this horrific shooting on July 16th?
I was having dinner with my father and my wife, and we heard about it, and I immediately came down to the recruiting center. I was friends with Gunny Sullivan and Staff Sergeant Wyatt. Being a Marine myself, we had worked with them many times at Chattanooga National Cemetery on honor missions when we were burying veterans, and it still hurts today.
Thank you so much for your service, and tell us a little bit about the Patriot Guard Riders.
Well, the Patriot Guard Riders is a 100% volunteer organization. We provide escorts and flag lines for fallen military veterans, EMS, fire, first responders, police officers. We only come when we are invited, and we've been an organization that was started in 2005. I joined when I lived in Indiana in 2006, and have worked up to I'm the East Tennessee Assistant State Captain, and we have almost 500,000 members nationwide. And for an all-volunteer organization, I believe that's pretty good.
It's remarkable. I know you guys do a lot of good work, and for people that are watching that may not know a little bit about you guys, but tell me more about what is it like for you to be able to be there for families during their time of need as a Patriot Guard?
It's always an honor and a privilege to be asked to come in and stand for these heroes and be there for the family. I have made some lifelong friendships from some of the families that have had the honor to stand for their loved ones, and I think that's the biggest thing I take back out of it is the friendships I have made with the families, and it's an honor. Like I said, it's an honor for us to be able to do it, and everybody that does it, especially the first time they do it, they just don't realize what it means until the service is over with and the family members come out and shake their hands and thank them for being there. Because it's people that didn't, most of the time nobody even knew these people, but we will remember them and we stand honor for them because we don't want them to be forgotten.
And you were a part of that funeral procession last year, as we were saying, and can you find the words to describe what it was like to be a part of that?
Well, I was still recovering from a motorcycle accident I had in March. So I did everything through phone, email, and drove my truck. But we had, for Staff Sergeant Wyatt, we had approximately 1,200 motorcyclists come in from 9 states. And for Petty Officer Smith, we probably had close to 1,000 from at least as many states. We here in Chattanooga, we had the honor, and I will call it an honor, to do the first of the burials and the last. And it was a massive undertaking, and I had so many people helping me because they knew I wasn't 100%, and I had a whole lot of people that, and it couldn't have been done without everybody else's help.
And we're so appreciative of your service. If you'd like to get more information on the Patriot Guard, you can go to their website, patriotguard.org. Thank you so much, Mr. George, for joining with us this morning.
Thank you.